Hey everyone, so tonight I want to talk to you a little bit about Taste Buds. Taste Buds is Peppered Chef's subscription service, and it's on sale from April 15th to May 15th. So with that said, it's 25% off a 3-month and a 6-month subscription. Normally from month to month it's $24. A 3-month subscription is $60, which makes it $20 a month. And a 6-month subscription is $108, which makes it $18 a month. So if you order now, the 3 or the 6 month, you can get it at 25% off. But you have a code to use. It's called Spring24TB at the checkout. Okay, so I want to tell you that. And I'm going to do a recipe from my Taste Buds box. Every once in a while, well, I like to do new and different recipes, and I definitely get that with the Taste Buds. But with each Taste Buds subscription, it comes, can you hand me that box over there? I want to show you what the box looks like it comes in. So it comes in a box like this, and I haven't even opened this one yet for May. But you get 3 spice packets. And they're about this size. Now this is not just enough for one recipe. You can usually do about 3 recipes, sometimes 4, depending on how much it uses. But you get at least 2 that are regular line, and you get 1 exclusive spice blend. And that's what this is, a Basil pesto. That's not in our regular line, it's something new. And you kind of get to be the guinea pig, I guess, to try the new spices. And I did see that from last year to this year, some of those spices were added into our regular line. The black garlic was a spice last year in Taste Buds, and the savory maple was a spice last year. So, you never know what might end up popping in our regular line because we tried it. All right, so I'm going to start out with this recipe. Oh, you get 3 recipe cards too that talk about the seasoning and different ways to use it, and it has a recipe on the back. So we're going to do pesto chicken salad. And to make this really easy, I've got a rotisserie chicken that I'm going to use, but we're going to start out with mixing our regular ingredients. So we're going to use a 1/2 cup of mayo. And guys, it's got to be Duke's. I'm sorry if you're a Kraft or some other fan, but we definitely use Duke's around here. Okay, so I got my measure-all cup here, and I'm pushing it down to where it measures 1/2 cup. All right, because you can do liquids on the side with the spout, and when you turn it over, you put your solids in here. It's really good for like mayonnaise. I do honey sometimes, different things of that nature. And we're just gonna pop that out. Quick and easy. Okay, so after that, wrong one. We're going to use a tablespoon of lemon juice, and I have part of a leftover lemon here. I'm not really going to try to measure it. I think, well, okay, I'll go back and use my citrus press. I do have a, this was a large lemon. I don't know if it'll fit in here. I don't think it will. So I'm just going to squeeze it. I can just about tell when it's a tablespoon. Oh, should have used a citrus press. Now I've got seeds in it. Let's do it. Cut the side up. That's probably about a tablespoon. Doing a little eyeballing there. I do have a tablespoon measure out, but I'm going to use it for the seasoning packet. If I used it for the liquid first, then the seasoning would make a mess. So we're going to open this basil pesto right after I dry my hands. think I've got mayonnaise on them too. Okay, so we're gonna go back with our little clip here. I think I tore that about where those grooves are. We are going to use 2 tablespoons of this basil pesto. And here's 1. 2. And this is our Easy Read measuring spoons. They're clear and have the writing in black on them. Okay, seasoning mix, mayo, lemon juice, and salt. So for salt, we're doing 1/4 teaspoon. And then before I mix all that up, I'm going to use my chef's knife. I'm going to go ahead and cut my onion. I'm going to take these little ends off. I'm going to cut some of the greens off. And this is our prep board that I'm using to cut this on. And it has a little, the side kind of comes up a little bit. That's why as my little green onion there was rolling, it didn't roll completely off. Okay, so I'm going to put that to the side. We are going to use sun-dried tomatoes chopped, 1/2 cup. So, am I using the tablespoon for anything else? No. So I'm going to use it just to get this out. And it may have been better to actually have used just the regular dried tomatoes instead of the ones in oil, but this is what I had in my refrigerator, so I figured I would just use it. So I'm just going to go through here and chop. I think I'm going to go ahead and mix these in to our dressing ingredients. You always, if you want to slide food with your knife, use the back end that's straight instead of the blade end, because that will dull your knife to do that. I'm going to cut this green onion into a little bit smaller pieces. Just because I don't want a big bite of onion in my chicken salad. Wash my hands again. Okay, then we're gonna move on to our chicken. That's the last part. I just have a rotisserie chicken here because I thought that would make things easy. So if you haven't cut a rotisserie chicken before, this is how you do it. You're going to find the breastbone right here, and you're going to try to go beside of that and go ahead and carve down. And then I'm cut in beside the chicken leg there so I can sort of separate that. And then over here on the side, we're just gonna go straight across and try to make that meet that part that we cut. And there we have one breast. Cut that bone out right there. And I'm gonna see if I can get the rest of this, because I may use the rest of this chicken for something else. That's the lovely thing about rotisserie chicken. You can get many uses out of them. Okay. Just gonna put this back over here. And I'm gonna pull that skin off. I know some people really like the skin, but I don't think I want that in my chicken salad. I don't want that gelled stuff either. Okay, so we're just gonna cut this up. In a little bit smaller pieces. If that's not perfectly sliced, that's fine, because I am actually going to use my salad chopper to cut the chicken up a little bit finer. Now, if you like your chicken salad chunky, you can just cut this in big chunks and put this in. I prefer mine a little finer. Let's see. And all you do is just go in here and cut this. You can use this, these are called salad choppers because you can use this to chop your lettuce for your salads. I think I primarily use them for chicken salad. And if you just keep cutting, it'll go as fine as you want it to be. I'm trying to be careful here so I don't just knock it right off the board. Probably a bowl would have been better. Okay, that is somewhat finer in texture there. So I'm just going to pick this up and throw this in. And this is supposed to be 2.5 cups. I think that's probably pretty close. I may be off a little bit. Gonna mix this all up. And so you could easily serve this. You can make a salad and put some of this on top of it. You could serve it with crackers. I got some croissants from our neighborhood Sam's Club, and that's what we're gonna eat them on. Has a very pretty color. Almost looks like Christmas. So this is what it looks like. All right, guys. Pesto chicken salad. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.